So that story came out in 1979.
That's correct.
When did you hear about the story, and how did you get the part of Davros?
Oh, well, I got the part sort of about 3 months before, I suppose, and it was
Mm.
literally a phone call from my agent. Very unusual way of getting a
Ooh.
part. No audition, no director meeting with the director. I didn't even know the director, who was Ken Grieve.
Mm.
And the agent just rang one afternoon and said, "Look, they want you for Doctor Who, and it's this character called Davros." And I thought,
Mm.
and really, I knew a bit about Doctor Who, but not a lot. I
Yeah.
wasn't a fan really. And I thought, Davros, is that some sort of Greek dancer? It doesn't sound much like Doctor Who, really.
Some sort of sun god, yes.
Yeah, exactly. I just. And it's an offer. It's and
Mm.
it must be quite a good part because they're paying you. We had this funny thing in those days. The BBC had special high and a
Mm.
special low. Well, as an actor, you tried to avoid the special low. They
Yeah.
were very pleased they gave you a special high. So I was getting a special high, so I knew it was a good part.
Mm.
And they said they'd also like me to do do the voices of the Daleks, but I didn't know him at all. But I think, but later, so first, often when you get a part, it's a complete mystery, but you're just thankful to get it and grab it and do it. But later on, I discovered why he cast me because we on the DVD, on the chat about it. And he said it was really because he wanted a radio. he thought he saw Davros as a radio part
Yeah.
because it is behind a mask and in a chair. And so he was looking for somebody who'd done a lot of radio. And I had by that time done about over 200 plays on the radio.
Wow.
Although I was quite young, because I got into radio quite early on.
Mm.
And also, of course, I had the extra advantage for the BBC, always looking at economy particularly in those days, I think, was that I was about the same size as Michael Wisher and would fit his costume.
Yes. I was going to ask about the costume because there's a lot of rumours that, it was the exact same mask, it was the exact same outfit
Right.
that Michael Wisher had wore. How was that for you? How was that?
Well, the mask was certainly, I think that, I'm not sure about the costume. I think it may have been the same costume. I'm not sure. I can't remember that particularly. But the mask certainly was the same. Because it had been, because when they originally did it, I think they didn't think they were going to bring back Davros, and they didn't get rid of the mask, but they didn't keep it sort of carefully. They sent it out on exhibition, I think at Longleat. And so they had to get it back from the exhibition, and they sort of had to tart it up, as it were, for me.
Yeah.
So when we're wearing this, if you're not sure which episode you're in, whether it's me or Michael Wisher, the way to tell it is because this one is slightly damaged, my version, because it looks it's quite funny because it's a sort of bit dark around the mouth here.
Yeah.
And it looks as if Davros has been trying to eat a Mars bar, not it's still treated as chocolate. Right? Anyway, that was the mask, yeah.
I feel like that was a general thing in the episode. It's not a criticism at all, but the Daleks felt very much the same. They looked like they just came out of storage. The outfits and these sort of things. I have a feeling that they were quite hastily prepared, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It's interesting. I once met on one of these conventions, June Howson, who was the costume person. I think the Mavellans where they put a lot of, the Mavellans look gorgeous, don't they? And that Peter Straker and that amazing white. Whether I think they'd like the BBC economise wherever they can, and certainly I think I was, in that sense. But I think I don't know about that really. But they did, as I say, Mavellans look great. I think.
Yeah.
But there were funny things like, I think, isn't it? There's a polystyrene block that hits.
Yes.
A great big club that bounces.
My biggest memory of that is in episode 1. There's a great cliffhanger where the Daleks just break through a wall, and you can just tell it's made out of. It looks like it's made of tape almost, but it just falls, and you hear the glass sound effect. It doesn't quite match.
Yes, polystyrene sort of stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's quite low tech in it.